Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your January 2026 general reading. First reading of the year for us. So we'll connect in, see how you've been, how you're going to kind of approach this new year. Doing a 3-card draw for these readings. So we're going to have 1 card from the angels, your guardian angels, archangels, so angelic realm. 1 card from animal spirit totem. So we'll see which one's working with you now or welcoming you. Or joining you, I should say, joining you at this time. And then we'll do a card from loved ones. So anyone you loved and lost, person or pet, they will come through with a message for you. I timestamp below, so if you just want to skip ahead to your messages, feel free. Otherwise, we'll hang out, get the cards, get some charms, and any initial kind of impressions that come on through for you, Scorpios. So we'll kickstart here with the message from the angels. And animal spirit guides. I'm kind of powering through here quite quickly. At least a lot quicker in contrast to the last sign that I just read. So I don't know if you've got an eager spirit, Scorpio, if you already have a very strong positive outlook for the year, like you're ready to get this started, ready to kind of conquer, do things. So your focus, your drive, your energy all feels nice, strong, positive, optimistic, ready to go. Ready to dive in. Maybe you have something kind of on the horizon that you're looking forward to, like a trip, right? It's the beginning of the year. Oops, sorry. I wasn't expecting it to come out the back side there. Like planning for a trip, planning for an excursion. Maybe there's a milestone coming up that you're already looking forward to. With the new year, you knew 2026 was going to be the year for it. You know, maybe it's your graduation in a few months. Okay, really dig in here. I thought they were going for that leaf. Just peeking at the card. See what that leaf is. Talking about vacationing, and we've got the flip-flops. Got the bat. Okay. 3 cards, 3 charms. So we'll just jump right in because your energy has me going really quickly here, and even with the charms. So first up with the angels, they've chosen my bat. Now, there's a few ways I read this charm. They're showing me like the bat here, you know, taking off in flight, right? Just let go, just woke up, just let go. So it's just starting to kind of soar out there and, you know, do its sonar and begin seeking. So definitely a feeling here, some kind of recognition of you, literally, like the saying goes, spreading your wings, allowing yourself to experience or explore something, allowing yourself to just dive right in, which was the energy I was getting in the intro with the cards, just at the speed at which your energy was getting me to get the cards, get the charms, start the reading. So there's this quick kind of movement. Decision made, right? Decision made, often flight. Ace of Wands, yeah. Decision made, often flight, right? Here's the butterfly, your angel, guardian angel here with you. Whatever decision you made, maybe I'm getting this quick feeling because it's such a positive decision that I'm like naturally being pulled down that path, right? So whatever this big change, big this action you took or have decided to take, with it brings sort of this next brighter phase. All these flowers are hope, joy. support, optimism. The wand is all about sort of staking your claim on this is my next path, this is my next route. And we've got the beautiful sun in the background here, sort of your world waiting for you, whatever this is that you're heading towards. And like I said, you've got your guardian angel, your angels with you, supporting you, loving this action that you've decided to take, this movement forward that you are the driving force behind, right? You took control, you took control of something, you're propelling yourself forward. Work, home life, in a relationship, decision made was the right one. You're heading down in 2026, right? You're kicking off 2026 here, this leg of your soul journey, with a very positive action decision taken here. So some good outlook here that we're kickstarting with for 2026. Oh, sorry, didn't want to forget my timestamp here. You're making me read so quickly. Then we have the flip-flops here. And I was saying in the intro that maybe you were planning for a trip, looking forward to a trip, and that's why I'm feeling like this speed. Like we get that anticipation as that milestone date comes closer. But the flip-flops are about asking for help. So, it's great that you're heading on off. You're allowing yourself to explore, have this adventure, driving yourself forward here. But then they're kind of taking a pause here and saying, well, there's something, one area of your life, there's so much that goes on in one's life, right? That they're saying, ask for a little bit of help here. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And then we have the beautiful owl spirit. You see clearly now. Paired with the ask for help. So, this is, I want to say, like, as wise as an owl is, they still stand there, right? They still turn their head. They still take in the whole 360. Now I'm getting like really slow movement. So eagerness with a level of calm. Like it's great you're doing this, but make sure you continue to maintain that 360 view. Make sure you continue to maintain sort of a selective nature, right? The owl's watching. The owl sees, the little field mouse, but maybe it sees also, I don't know, maybe a baby bird. I'm not really sure what's on their food chain, but like options. I guess that's what they're trying to show me here. They're still weighing their options. They're still taking in consideration of that next step. Like, don't be rushing full in. You are kind of wise enough, or you have proven to be wise enough to know, oh, at this step, I need to ask for help. So just don't kind of forget that. They keep drawing me down to this little red kind of feather here. That's kind of an adornment hanging off her jewels. I don't know if there's like one little thing that you're not really seeing. Or, don't be caught off guard with it. Like being eager when we rush in, we might skip steps. We might not catch everything. There's something here. There's this tiny little watch out. It's just a tiny little watch out. Like, again, make sure you see everything so that you don't get kind of caught off guard or tripped up, right? This little feather might kind of trip you up. So, a little red flag. There's a little red flag here. Maybe it's a caution of who you ask for help. Maybe that's why there's a little red flag, because you kind of know. You know who you can ask for help from. Maybe that's why you haven't been asking for help, or you don't really consider it like you're so stable, you're so confident, you're so self-assured, like I've got this, because when I've asked for help before, it kind of, burnt me a little bit. But there's still this push to not forget that it's okay to have some support, but make sure you keep sort of that 360 view, be full consideration. Like a quieting down of eagerness to a more driven, focused space versus adrenaline fueled excitement to jump on in. I guess that's the best kind of contrast I can offer. We'll head on over to your loved one's message, see how this is working all together. So they chose my black leaf here. This is about an ending with a new beginning. With the season changes, the leaf dries out, changes color, dries out. But that's because the tree is rejuvenating itself. Also, the leaves get mulched, right, and return back into the earth, become nourishment. So there's this beautiful cycle. Cycle of rejuvenation, cycle of returning to self. You shed something, right? You shed either you cut things out of your life. So those are habits, behaviors, cycles, poor decisions, whatever it is. Could be you changed your environment, but there's like some kind of rejuvenation. Look, they keep making me want to do like a cycle, right? But again, this leaf, like I said, gets mulched, returned back to the earth to nourish. So this isn't a move on and forget. This is a remember, forgive, use it as a lesson, use it as a reminder, and it propels you forward. And then you're kind of doing this beautiful cycle of that. So again, a very strong head that they're referring to in terms of your ability to shed what is not offering you anything, not really giving you value, not really giving you positive feedback, but you keep it as an experience. You keep it as something you can look back on, a reminder, and it helps you to keep moving forward. So they have the 5 of Swords. Talking about shedding here, right? He's going through his scythe collection here, right? And look at him smiling, looking at his new one, the black leaf, looking at his new one. So getting rid of sort of past cycles here in terms of, I used this same kind of scythe for a while, hasn't really been working, so now I've upgraded, right? I've got a new scythe here. Let's try this one out. So again, lessons learned, trial and error, right? And you've got a really solid, again, this beautiful blue hue here in terms of your emotional, like your emotions are very level. Your emotions aren't triggering you. You're not making decisions out of an emotional space. You're making very calm judgments here. You're making accurate decisions. This is what happened before, so I'm going to try with this now. Look at your loved one here at your back, kind of soaring, kind of dancing in the sky around you, liking how you're kind of learning from the past. You're reminding yourself and moving forward, moving upwards. Like I said, upgrading, rejuvenation, changing of a cycle. Now, I've been ignoring this woman down here. This whole time in the card, I've been just up here, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's what someone feels. I don't know if your loved one is just hinting at, there's someone around you in your circle that maybe just isn't understanding, isn't privy to your decisions. They're watching and not really getting why you're spending so much time, so much focus over here. So maybe it's just kind of let them in, let them know. But they just kind of feel a little maybe left out, unaware. Maybe it's not clear to them why you've made this change. So you just need to offer them the clarity. I don't see like huge hurt. I don't see an ending, a closure. It's just, sometimes people don't understand. They can see things changing, but they're not as close to us, or they just weren't part of it, or we get so focused we forget to share. But I feel like it's just a bit of knowledge sharing. Just kind of bring them in the loop. They kind of wish they understood or were part of it more, but maybe you just need to explain to them why they're not kind of part of it here, why you need to make this shift, why you need to try it this way. Sort of help them see the help them through this renewal. I mean, one example could be, a splitting of a family and the children not really understanding. So it's just a sit down again and walk them through why, we work better as friends, not as parents, or yes, I have to travel more. It doesn't even have to be like a split, but yes, I have to travel more. This is why. Like, I just feel like there's like explanation kind of needed here. More information needs to be fed down to this person that's kind of in your life and not really understanding, seeing. Like I said, they are seeing this cycle, this leveling up, this change, this renewal of you, and maybe they're not sure, like, how do I fit in with this? Maybe to them it feels like you're moving on, but you're not moving on. You're just, like I said, leveling up, upgrading, making a shift. Maybe this is a friend you used to go to a certain workout class with, but you're not seeing the results that you wanted, so you changed your class. Maybe you changed class time, so you're with a different teacher. Maybe you just resonate and connect better with, which happens. I used to do like those cycling classes, and the teacher could make or break that class, right? It could be the music playlist, could be the way they motivate you, right? Just their energy is different. So now they're wondering, like, why did you change from the 11 o'clock class to the 1 p.m. class? Like, I can't do the 1 p.m. class. Is it me? And you just haven't told them, well, no, it's the teacher that teaches at that time slot. I just fell upon them one lesson, and I connect better with them. They get me more motivated. It's just happening. So kind of let this person in on the know here. Again, don't forget to ask for help. That little red flag. So maybe there's a situation you've seen before, and you might try to go it alone again, and maybe that's your red flag. Or you ask the wrong person for help, so that's your little red flag. So be observant, right? That was the message here. Be observant, patient, and then take the next step. But some celebration here. That's kicking off your reading, kicking off your year on you've made a pretty profound decision, you've taken a pretty profound action, or you're about to, and you're setting yourself off onto this beautiful, bright kind of journey, kind of path for 2026 here. So we'll read throughout the year together, and we'll see how this is unfolding for you.